Uit alle toegestaan 23. Want van sport terug. Heel pad terug. Wat ook moet leren zijn. Good morning. So did anybody took this while I was not on stream anymore? Like I said, when it came down into that 15 minutes, we could have that continuation move with the stop just below, and that actually played out. 1.9. Going back to this session yesterday, we probably should not have shorted this one. If we watch actually the stream of order flow, we actually see we're still going up higher and higher. Before I start, let me take a look if we have any news today. Before I continue, it's Friday, so let's end the week with a green week. Ah, yeah, that's a good question. Anthony, do you want to stream? Otherwise I go to Discord. Let me know. If you want to join the stage. So we do have some news at 8:45 and at 9 too, so yeah, there's a lot of volatility today in the afternoon too. Good morning, Euros. Okay, I'll start stream on Discord too. The other noise too. Yeah, I shot it too, but the only thing was NQ did not take London's low. Well, not to my knowledge anyways. Yes did everything. So raise your hand if I may. Anthony. So you have to raise your hand so I can actually put you on stage. Okay. Yeah. Right? Normally.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Perfect.
Morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for the invitation, John.
Oh, anytime. So you have to share your screen so that we can see actually what you will do. So on the bottom you should be able to see share your screen somewhere. Okay, great, you already found it.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I can choose which screen I want to share. Okay. Very nice. So I already draw some things. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Yes, I already draw something. I start from daily.
Mm-hmm.
I draw this red line I don't know if it's okay. Is it good? I don't know.
Yeah, that's trendline liquidity right there. So yeah, that's a daily structure actually that we are still following, order flow that we're going up. Yeah, that looks good.
So these days I saw this structure, and actually last night I draw this. I want to go a little lower before we go up again. But we don't know. We will see. On 4 hour, not much to say. But the moment that I draw this line, price went down. So on a smaller time frame, we have this now.
Yeah.
I some 15 fair value gap there, as you can see. I draw also Asia high, Asia low, and we will see. Maybe we'll go up today. I'm not sure. So, but if we go up, I don't know how much we go up movement.
So I would recommend to zoom out the 1 hourly first before you go to the 15 and see if we have any fair value gaps left in that 1 hourly. I don't actually see any, but we do have one. So 1 hourly, look, we can see everything is filled up on the 1 hourly, so everything is connected, so that's good. And in the 15 minute we just tapped that one. So if the order flow today wants to continue higher and that 15 minute fair value gap should hold value, we actually will continue from here going up.
Yes, exactly.
So
is there a possibility?
Is there a possibility what?
To go down? And if yes, how much down? I mean,
if we go lower, the only thing that I can see is actually there is a 1 hour for value gap that's just been tapped with that news on a news level, so that's on 23,540. Lower, yeah, there. Just a bit lower than that one. So that last one actually. No, not that one. The one below it. So there's one lower, that one. Right under that last candle, yeah. That one.
So I hope we don't go so low.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that I can see if we go down that we can go to.
So this is my low line also. I draw this line.
So if I can recommend you to maybe take off the line for today, so you can redraw it if you want to. Take it off for now so that actually it stays clear for yourself, so you don't get confluenced by your own drawings. So it's necessary that you never follow a bias while we're in a trade. So we do follow major trend. Major trend is still up. The only thing that we do have is a little bit of news. It's Friday and we will see what happens. So we got about 2 more minutes until the order page is open. And after that we will see exactly what it wants to do. We have 8:45 GDP, French CPI and high. So this will do a bit, not too much, but it will give you a little bit of volatility. Same German employment rate at 9:45. So it's a bit of a news day today. So we need to keep that in mind. That if there are any fair value gaps left open in the order range, they will definitely go finish that one off too. So I would take yesterday's setups 10 out of 10 times without any hesitation. Yeah, same for me actually, euros. I actually believe too, after we took actually the high, we came back down. That was actually one beautiful movement, especially once we took out the highs here We took out all that trend line liquidity. We took actually all buy side liquidity too, and also movement. We came down, and actually here I wanted to short. And actually, after we broke that stuff, I wanted to go down. I did not expect this because this was London low right here. I actually expect us to take London low, and we did not. But ES did, so ES was actually much cleaner yesterday, so we came down and we did, so that was also London low. We took it right here on ES. But I have to agree, yeah, I was also actually a nice setup to take too. On stream I shared one more setup yesterday to take when we came into that 15-minute and after the play continued higher right here. That you could take it and again take it to that high. It actually played out perfectly. That was 1.9 or something that we could have made one more time. But I was not behind the screens anymore at 5:50. So this is the range we got.
So we have 11 points orb, right?
Yeah, that's an 11 or 10 point orb, something like that. Minus 9.75 or something. Yeah, it's about almost 10 points. So make it 10 points, that means that we have $20 per contract if we have to take it to the upper downside.
Yes, for me, with 100 risk, I need 4 contracts.
Four is 80, so that would be 4 or 5. So if you have $100 risk, if you have that still at 10% left, so that means 5 if you have exactly $20. So 5 divided by 100 is 20. Or 20 x 5 is 100 actually. So.
Oh, Alian, alsjeblieft, let een beetje op.
Sorry.
Heb je zelletjes gaan zeggen?
Ja, zo.
Ik hoor een eigen Jason hier, dus doe normaal.
Net wakker zijn.
Alian, je zegt je bent net wakker, maar weet je wat jij in de eerste gezegd hebt hier als je binnenkwam? Waarom is het hier zo koud?
Ja.
Ah ja.
Is het niet koud? Is het warm? So on the movement of the structure that we look at right now, it does look like it wants to go higher for it immediately. So I would prefer us to go higher because we already tapped our 15 minutes, we took some liquidity out of it, so I would actually love to see us go higher. But I don't want to see a stall either, so I do want to see immediately movement.
So now we need to wait.
Indeed. We will have patience until actually one of the sides shows us where we want to go to.
So John, these news today are important. Okay. Maybe this news moves the market.
A French CPI.
Am I right?
Yeah, French CPI moves the market a bit, not too much because we are still American and not trading American stuff and not Nasdaq. So it does influence a bit, but not by like say 20 points or something. It does move it a bit, but it won't. If there is a liquidity part where somewhere liquidity can be taken still, it will move it to our part first and then does the move what it wants to do. So this is what I said, we must make sure we don't have any fair value gaps that we left unseen. So we must see every fair value gap at this point. That's very important just because of the news that's still in play.
And if we go for long, can this area be our first TP? Maybe.
If we go long, we can actually go. Yeah, so those are equal highs. So that's how much is that? 23,000. Yeah, so that would be 23,004. It depends on how far that is. I would actually love to see us go to 23,755. That would be my first idea, and then that 5 to 15 minutes for value gap. That's on the. There's still a 15-minute for value gap with equal highs at 23,756. That's untouched. So if you go to the 15 minutes, yeah, we still have a value gap, right? That's untouched above Asia high.
There.
Yeah, that one.
This thing.
So if you go up, that would be my first idea for where we could see a change, because we took Asia high and it's in a 15 minutes. So if the market does not decide to continue higher, it will be there. That would be my main idea because it's equal. Yeah, because it's equal highs and it's an untapped for value gap.
Let's
Nou, even kijken als ik er hier eerst heb gedaan. Ik heb 141 is mijn stop zo gezegd. Dan heb ik dan weer gedeeld door de contracten. Uit de per dollar punt.
Over de 11 punt?
Of zoiets, ja.
Maar ik heb 10, ik heb maar 11 zoeken.
Dat is juist hè. Dus 11 maal 2 en dan je stop gedeeld door 22. Dat zijn de contracten. Ja, ik zie.
So we got about 2 more minutes. Let's see if we have a breach.
So if we take long stop loss, we'll be at the middle of the orb, right?
Let me see. I believe so too. I don't see any fair value gaps left inside, so that should be halfway the range.
Or we can target these lows.
Yeah, I will put stop at 23,722. Just beneath halfway. So 35 seconds. Let's see if we have a breach. So this would be my stop. 4 seconds. 3, 2.
Yes.
So that was.
Order filled. Order filled.
So that was the close. So we open long position, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
And the target is this edge is fair value gap, somewhere around here.
yeah, that would be main target. So let's see how the market moves in a few minutes, and if it wants to give us that nice push up. So now we can be patient, of course. More trades can take a while, so. So we actually have all the same idea for our TP, so that's very good to see. We all see the same thing. I do love to see us move rather fast here. So on the left side, if you go to a 5 minute, we're actually now also in a 5 minute value gap with our wick. Oh, we just
So in this point, yes. So in this equal, yes.
Yeah, that would be 1 hour right there, but yeah. If we go higher, we will probably continue to go up for the rest of the day. The only thing I don't like today is that there is a lot of news coming out, so it's sometimes a bit less predictable market with news. But for the rest, we came in. Okay, go ahead.
No, please finish, John.
So, what I was going to say, so we actually came into a 30-minute for value gap, a 15-minute for value gap. So if the market wants to show us that it wants to go higher, it should be right here. So if I go to a 30 minutes, look, we came into right here, 30 minutes FEG. We finished off that last little bit. That was also 15 minutes. So if the market wants to go continue its movement where it actually was making, it should be right here.
So, and we need to have in mind that we need to leave runners, right?
Yeah. So
We need-
a good reminder.
yes.
Yeah, if we did
Actually, actually yesterday I tried to leave one contract, but the movement catch me up, and the trade was closed.
yeah, so you wanted to leave one runner and your TP was hit before you could actually move your stop. The same here. If you zoom out to a 15-minute, we can see it's actually a nice candle formed twice now. So if we want to continue, it should be right here. That does not look too good.
Not good at all.
Yeah.
Let me buy some NQ with my $30 trillion to pump it up. Just a minute.
I think you will get sold
Whoa.
off. You will get sold off just as fast. So structure looked good, market looked good, but yeah, sometimes the market just not want to give you what you want. So we took it for value gap, we came into it, so we're following same structure, so we're actually following major trends. So nothing's changed. So where do we react off? We actually reacted off that last 5 minute for value gap that was on the left side, that was untapped. But this 15 minute can still go up, so no, that will be a stop. So nothing to tell about this. This is actually nice structure, moved nicely, nice 15 minutes move out up. So this actually should have gone up, in my opinion. Yeah, that will be
No.
a stop.
Order filled.
So that was a very fast trade.
Oh my. Okay. That's unfortunate. Nice stream. I won't stream again.
You won't stream again. No, that
I am very
there's nothing about this trade that you did not do right. You followed everything, so that's okay. So look, if I can you share your screen for a second, or share your mind for a second. So what I saw, so why I actually believed that this trade was going correctly.
excuse me. What I need to do?
Can you unshare your screen for a second so I can share mine? So, okay. I will share mine for a second so you can follow along. So, what did I see? So, here, what did we do? That's a 30 minutes. So, we came into a 30-minute fair value gap. We took that last liquidity right here. So, I wanted to see that structure form. So, what did we do? We came down. We moved up. We had a nice 30-minute candle. We had a nice 15-minute candle movement up. So, nothing to tell that we should not. There was no left fair value gaps below. So, there was actually no gaps here that we should have taken, so there was actually no reason for us. This was filled up, everything here was filled up, so that was our stop, what should be protected or being protected. We actually just tipped it, so there was no gap here, so nothing to see, not in the 2 minutes to see. This was filled up, this was closed by this wick, so there was actually no reason for us to come to that slow anymore. 3 minutes the same, everything looked fine. The same on the other side. So what did we do? We came into fair value gap right here. We took that liquidity. We started rallying. The only thing I did see once we came up to this high was actually here. Was a 5 minute on this side right here. That actually had chance to change our structure, but because of that 15-minute nice looking candle, I believe that we would actually continue falling higher. I did not expect us to move a 15 minutes just in 6 minutes back down. So nothing to say about it. It was a good trade. Followed plan, so it was a good trade, Anthony. This is just sometimes the market just does not want to give you what we want to see. That's all. Nothing to talk about. Stop was placed correctly, so I would put my stop at the same spot. The only thing I do see right here is that there was a gap here that we could maybe want to come fill up or something, but yeah, that would be under the orb. Our stop should be down right here, so that would be useless.
So no reason to put it our stop loss at the beginning of the orb. No reason, no fair value gaps.
No, there was
in
no
this
reason,
scan.
so yeah, no. That was, everything was done correctly, so if the market not wants to go up higher here, it will take out all of it, so, and it's better for us to put our stop right here than put it all the way here. If it does wants to come, it will take it out anyway. It's just, the only thing, like I said, it's news day, so we can be chopping around until that news comes. Then it wants to take out the liquidity one more time and then actually makes that move that we want to see, so. I would have taken definitely this multiple times. Just the reason, this is just a continuation play too, so that would just be the same stop for me. So that would be my stop and that would be the continuation movement. So that was actually straight in a 15 minutes and continue higher. So the only thing is it's a big 15 minutes, so it's just been tapped. But it doesn't matter, sometimes it just gets tapped, sometimes it's filled up completely. But today they did not want to show us, so that can happen. Okay.
So maybe it has to do something with the news, or just the market.
Agent, if you want to take the orb to the downside, if it's in your plan, you can, but I would recommend to not to, actually. I would actually be patient until London opens now and see if London wants to push the market lower. Maybe just London just wants to take out Asia for a second and then continue that movement. I would not short this market. There's no reason for us actually to short. There's more reason for us to go up than down.
Very nice.
So that would be the low of the orb. So everywhere in the orb, it doesn't matter where we would have put it. Actually, it took out everything right now. So. So if it now continues, that's just, yeah, not funny to see.
So no reason to put our stop losses to these equal lows also.
Wait, to this here? No, if you put it
Excuse
on,
me?
if you put it on the, you can see my screen properly. If you put it on equal lows, that's even more possibility to be liquidity. So on equal lows, there's always liquidity, there are always stops up, but the stop was taken. So for me, we actually should have moved immediately up higher. There was no gaps, there was nothing in the range, so there was actually nowhere that we could have known that the market wanted to go down and then continue up higher, because there is nothing here, so we can't see anything here in this area. The only thing, like I said, that I did see now on the end is that this little gap here. That could be the only thing that we came after right here. But yeah, that was that we had to put our stop all the way down, so that would have been a 15-20 point stop minimum. So that would have been an 18 point stop then, if you took that low. But we cannot predict that, so I would not said before we started the market to put our stop even here. The orb range showed nothing was inside, so we cleaned off with a wick once time. So.
There was a 1 minute there, I put my stop at 1 minute.
No, that was a good trade. So there's nothing about this trade that should have done anything different. So the market just didn't want us to give it right away, and it needed some form of liquidity once more time, maybe before it now moves to the high. Will it be not funny to see, of course, but yeah, it can still go to our targets. So that means that we actually read the market perfectly fine. That just means that the market did not want to give us exactly at the right moment what we wanted. That's all. This is market, so we cannot predict every movement. We can keep our stops, of course, at a good point, but we did. So there was nothing about this trade that didn't go correctly. Everything was done fine. You've done perfectly how it should be, so be proud of yourself. It's okay. It's not a profitable day, I know, but that doesn't matter. It's a profitable trade. That's more important. A profitable trade is actually a good trade. Is actually a trade when you follow the plan to the key point. You did everything what we could. We cannot expect us to know that it will wick down, come back up, and then immediately start to rally. This you cannot predict. This side. So this is what manipulation is. So they come manipulate everything and then continue maybe the movement. Yeah, that's trading. So
I see over this. I see over this.
Oh yeah. How was your contract measurement today, Anthony?
It was perfect.
Okay, great. So that's good. So you learned the skill. You learned to do that one excellent. So that's good. So see, this is how you improve, just by doing that small step better. That actually improves your trading skill immediately. So think about that one. You did that one correct, which you did previous trades less correct. So this is better. You're growing. Don't see it as maybe okay. The trade didn't go correctly. Yeah, the trade did go correctly. We took the trade like it should. They swept liquidity everywhere, so we should have actually had that continuation. There was no reason for us to actually see this to come down again. Look, the market just needed one more liquidity before it continued. Look at that 30 minutes. was a beautiful play, nicely pushed up. So there was no actually reason for us to come back lower. And if the market
And
okay, go ahead.
I started with the wrong number of contracts, but immediately I fixed it.
So you started with the
I
not correct number of
yes, I put 4, but it needed 6,
okay,
and I fixed it immediately.
perfect. So if you put it to your stop and you see it's not the right amount that's in your stop, just add per 1. So you can just add 1 and see, okay, we created so much now, and then add 1 more if it's actually needed. That's also a reason. This is also a way that you can do it actually. So this is still a short trade for the Fridays. I'll probably be patient until we see London open and see how it reacts. If London wants to decide to take out Asia low right here and then continue, that's definitely possible too. Or we could sit and a sideways movement for the morning session and maybe get that nice movement in the afternoon. So I actually have no idea yet. But if the market wants to go higher, it should be right here. This is actually the spot where I would put a long immediately off of it. We did not take any liquidity on that hourly, so we just came up. We did not take any high liquidity, so I would probably say this would be liquidity here. This was just a minute ago, so we should push higher. So we came into that hourly, we closed it, we came in a 15 minute, a 30 minute, so we actually came into multiple confluences that the market should go up right here, if it wanted to go up. I would take this trade every day. Instantly. So let's be patient, see what market open brings of London. If we could see a nice setup one more time, we can maybe take it one more time. If not, yeah, that will be it for the Friday. Wat doe je?
Sta rustig, graag.
Just a second, my kid just fell off the bed. I'll be back.
Het is gewoon voor school. Ik heb dan een stukje gemist.
Sta echt alsjeblieft.
Ik heb het zien gebeurd. Die zit er gewoon blijf staan.
Hey, sta recht.
Kijk hier, kijk.
Sta recht.
Kijk hier maar,
Dus kinderen op de
die
leeftijd.
vindt hij niet normaal. Die heeft speciaal dingen aan het doen.
Hey, what are you doing? And who are you doing? Yeah.
Ah ja, speciale dingen doen, ja. Die niet kunnen vaststellen.
Doe een keer. Oh. Wat is dus? Mijn telefoon. Maar we zijn tegelijk aan het doen allemaal. Ja, wat is dit? Je doet speciaal dingen met. Wat is dat
De
hier?
tracking is begonnen. Zeg je zeker dat je gaat kunnen gaan? Want die is nog bezig. Wat is daar? Wat is dat hier? Wat doe je daar? Die is nog niet hoor. Wat is er gebeurd?
Zoiets af
Ziet die voelen dat ook al, hè?
Ja, oké. Alright. So that was quite funny to see. So it looks like look, we're still at the same range now again. Look at this 15-minute created. So we had a push up, we came, we took liquidity, we had a strong push. So actually, if the market wanted to go up, it's still here. So it's undecided at this point. So we'll probably be ranging for a while now and see what market open brings. if market open brings and wants to sweep that low of Asia and then continue higher, it's definitely possible. But I wanted to see the market move, especially after this 15-minute go back up all the way. There was actually indication again that the market wanted to go higher. It stopped. So we were probably having a sideways. Remove my drawings for a second. If we can stick it. Yeah, we are actually in a sideways look right here. So let's be patient and see if the market does want to go higher or not. Now, already now closed completely low, so
Ik weet niet, hè. Daarboven misschien weer, hè.
Maar ik kan het niet.
Maar ga dan naar binnen. Binnen is er ook wc-papier.
Ik weet niet het daarin.
Een flipperkast stond hier.
I give it 9 more minutes. See how market open brings, and then if we can maybe see after market opens and it shows us that it wants to go higher, we could maybe take one more trade. Otherwise, we will be done for the day. If it does not indicate a nice direction immediately, it's better maybe to keep our hands off, just because of the news coming out today. Okay, makes sense. Let's wait for. Okay.
Hey. Ja, alleen maar dat is ook niet slim. Maar ik ga weer op de grond leggen dat je juist gekocht hebt.
Oh. And again to the downside.
There is no place for the downside, so if we go down, this is the first pool of liquidity right here, so that's a huge drop. That is 350 point drop. So I don't see us drop 350 points today, especially not of the market structure that is actually still upwards. Oh, we do have a 6 hour for value cap just below. I did not see that one yet. So this one can hold some value. So for Origin, if the market wants to come down, it probably come to that 6 hour for value cap right here. So I know I have not shown too much info about this one, but 6 hours is actually one that markets do tend to watch or react off of too. So the 4, the 1 and the 6 hours are most of the time the most accurate to watch. So 6 more minutes till open. Let's see if open shows us something we want to see. Dat was wel one special movement. Oh my god, wat was dat?
Het is best wel goed gehandeld, want ik heb het zien gebeuren. Hè?
Ja. Wat koprol naar beneden of wat?
En dan nu gewoon hier naar voeten of zo gaan, dan naar achteren gaan en dan zo.
Dat is daar goed wel zet.
Ah ja, ik weet niet wat ze hier aan het zoeken was hier van achter.
Maar van in Doorten? In plaats van eerst naar beneden te komen.
Ze heeft er dan zo willen pakken voor haar tegen te houden en dat is niet gelukt.
Zeker zin. Dat doen we.
Dus dat was daar al bezig op haar gsm. Ik had gezegd, oh, hij wilt gaan en zo. Gaat toch een beetje verder doen, hè.
Ja, een afvalstakker nog aan de zetten.
Dan
Dus,
denkt ze van, oeh, ik moet hier beginnen opjagen. Maar ja, op je gsm zit je daar te chillen, dus... Wat er nog in?
ik ben er juist wel bezig ook nog.
Ah ja.
Ik kan achter alle aan het kijken, maar...
So that was perfect trade, nothing to do differently, no mistakes.
No, everything was correct. So, like I said, the market just doesn't want to move at this point. Look, it's been sitting here. It moved up and it came twice back down. So, a 15-minute completely returned to the highs. Second one got about 4 more minutes. Let's see if this one does the same. If it does, London will go up higher. Or just maybe London just want to take out Asia before continuing. I actually still believe that we go up today. We did came into a nice 4-hour high, so we took out our high, but we also took out the top of the high, I believe. Oh, we did not. Or we missed it by a point. So the only thing I can see us come back down is like the 6 hour right here. So this is a 6 hour value gap that we could hit. That's the only thing actually I can see us come to. Otherwise it would be all the way down here. So that's a way deep drop. But it has to have some very not good news actually for us in play. That we can actually have that kind of movement, but it's no Fed speaking or anything, so it's just some. What was the afternoon news? It's index, pricing index, and core pricing index. So personal incomes. Yeah, around 2:30. Between 2 and 2:30 there will be actually, in my time actually, there will be actually some huge movement, so we could just be patient until that happens. That can also be why we're not actually moving at any point. So 2 more minutes still open. So 1 more minute till the open comes. So on MNQ we did not take all that liquidity, and on NQ we did. So here's market open.
Whoa.
So we just took out most of the liquidity right there.
So maybe you go up on New York session.
Yeah. If we go up, it should be right now. So what do we just took out Asia low. So if London wants to go higher, we just took out all the liquidity left. So we still are at end of 15 minutes. So London will decide right now. If London wants to go up, we just took out session low right here. So this is sessions low we took out. So if London decides to go up, it is this part. That we will see in about 15 minutes. Like I said, I don't stick to a bias, but for me the most obvious play is still going up. Now, all we can do is now be patient until the market actually shows us what it wants to do. I'll set up for range of London for a second. I will set it out. So if London now decides to go up, yeah, that was just not no luck for us today. I call it that way. If you ever would trade later on, once you are finished with the learning curve and you ever want to trade continuations, this is just the same movement again, so you should re-enter then. So after we came into a fair value gap over 15 minutes and we had the movement up and we tapped that low once more and we took that liquidity one more time, you actually have to re-enter that trade then again and actually immediately continue. You probably would still be in a trade because your stop would be right here. So of this 15 minute right here, so if you ever play continuations, like, or I say adding, so this would be the entry part and your stop should be then or this low, you can choose yourself, or this one, and that would be your target, that high. How did you start trading, Anthony?
Excuse me, John. What
Okay.
did you say?
How did you start trading? Or how did you get into trading? It's always nice to listen to how somebody ever got involved into trading.
I started crypto,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in some groups with crypto,
Mm-hmm.
and there I found a guy that told me that it's not only crypto, there are other markets too,
Mm-hmm.
and it introduced me into playbit, you know.
Yeah.
And actually, I didn't start with NQ immediately. I started after 4 months, I think, 4 or 5 months. I was on crypto,
Mm-hmm.
and then actually I have some problems with crypto, and I was trying to fix that. So I didn't have my mind on other things.
Okay.
And, and when crypto started to play out,
Mm-hmm.
and I was more released, I saw about this Nasdaq thing, and from that day, I can't trade anything else. I think anything else as a gamble.
Okay.
Now I love Nasdaq,
Yeah. Nasdaq is
and that
Nasdaq is okay to trade on. The only thing is, was it fixed? First of all, I'll ask the first question. Is it fixed the thing on crypto? Does everything come okay? Otherwise, if I can help you with that part, let me know. I used to teach.
when
I didn't understand that. Your mic fell off.
can you hear me now?
In the distance.
Now,
Yeah, that's a bit better.
okay. Look, when I started with crypto,
Mm-hmm.
a guy suggested me to buy
Mm-hmm.
some things, not with leverage, normal,
Yeah.
with spot. But he said that last November at the highs,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought spot on Ethereum and all and something like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I keep holding that. We didn't sell,
Okay.
so so you know, my portfolio went minus 70% down, and it was very hard. I couldn't keep at all my money. It was money that actually I actually need that money, and I put it all in crypto
Okay.
on high prices,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a very hard period for me
Okay.
these months. And okay, then I joined Playbit, uh, but you know, I would like to. Okay, I could just DCA this Ethereum, and now I would go back to my money and even more. But when I joined Playbit, I sold for a loss. I sold the bug with like 50 minus 50%. I sold it. I didn't kept Ethereum,
Okay.
and I started like from the beginning. I started to follow Thai.
Mm-hmm.
I started to learn. You can't just follow him. I didn't understand him at the beginning,
Okay.
so I lose again money because I enter late
Mm-hmm.
at his signals,
Mm-hmm.
or I didn't sell. I didn't sold the coins on the right. It was a mess.
Okay.
It was really hard. And my portfolio is still down, but I'm in a better position. I'm ready to bring my portfolio back to normal.
Okay. Great.
I I, I think I'm okay now.
Okay. So if you go into crypto, you just buy spots. First thing I always tell to my investors or people that actually start learning crypto is make sure you use money that you don't need the first year at least. So if you need the money that you put into an investment, that's not how we invest actually. So if you want to start investing, the first thing you need to do is make sure you have at least 3 months of income laying at the side, so for emergencies you never know if something happens. So this is a must, and anything above that you can start to invest slowly, because if you have a day job, normally you should be able to withstand anything with 3 months of income. So this is my start advice I always give. And then I always say, if you're starting to invest and you have no idea where to start and how to do it, never put all your money in one time inside. So build it up. So I say, make one day in a month. I say constantly that day I will put the money inside, or make a structure plan from when do you put extra money inside, and do it by like say that you have 10,000 to invest or 5,000 to invest. Do it in like maybe 5 months, every month 10%, and just put it in constantly, or every month. Yeah, so that you have an average of a holding, so you don't have all the money in it. Say that you bought Ethereum at 3,000 and you bought everything, and the market goes down, so that you don't actually have to sell everything immediately to be in profit again. So that you actually have I bought at 3,000, one at 2,005, maybe one at 2,000, so that you average out around 2.5, so that you actually get faster in profit again. Those are a few investment tips that actually are needed. And to say on crypto, if you want to get rich in crypto, or have actually a wealth created environment, it takes you 5 years. So if you have a day job and you can spend at least 10% of your income into 1 or 2 coins, so that would just be Bitcoin or Ethereum, nothing else. If you put it there, 10% of your cash flow inside, I can assure you from now for 5 years on, you will not have to be employed anymore in 5 years time. You will be financially fully free. But you have to put 10% of your income average inside. I don't know what your income from what country you are, but my average income lays around 2005 or something like that. So that means 10%. That means at least around 250 euros or dollars a month. If you can put that inside and do it for 5 years on a base rate, you actually will have enough money to buy at least a house or more. So that makes you most of the people that can live with that, so you have actually time then to build up a business or anything else. So those are most advisement tips that I give to people that just start with it, because it's actually people believe that they just start and they make instantly huge amount of money. That's not how crypto works at all. But yeah, I know some people start early and they did make more, and but you always have to look at yourself and not at what they have done. And this is the thing, most of the people get inside of it because of a friend actually showing them, oh yeah, I made this much on this coin because I'm inside, so you should buy it too. And this is actually how people get frustrated, because we have never seen how money works. We have never learned how actually investment works. You don't learn those things in school. You have to educate yourself on that part. But if you ever, like you said, if you ever want to stay in crypto and invest in for a long term of time, I just would say recommend buy 10% of your income at a certain base time point. If you cannot spend 10%, start with 2% and do it monthly, step by step, so your average drops a lot. I do believe that crypto will be the next payment system, so I'm quite sure about that one actually. That Bitcoin will be the next reserve currency, or will be the currency what we will pay with. Probably not Bitcoin itself, but one of the coins under it that are much faster, of course, will be a payment. Bitcoin will just be like the diamonds from today. So if you have a rare diamond, something like that, or ruby, that will be Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be at least in the next. Want to put even my hand into fire for this. In the next 10 years, Bitcoin will be at 10 million per coin, at least. I believe even more, but just because the scarcity of it. If you would own 0.27 Bitcoin, you would be actually between the 100 richest people in the world. So can you imagine? By just 0.2 Bitcoin. So if you can ever hold 0.2 Bitcoin or 0.27 or something like that, or a half a Bitcoin, make sure to keep it for the rest of the time. You will never have to be working ever again in the next year, or in the next 10 years or something. You will never have to work. If you have 10 million laying at your disposal, I don't believe you would be able to work again or have to work again. This is not a prediction, it's actually something I see coming I already saw this coming from 2020 or before that, when I educated myself into crypto, and yeah, it actually played out over 5-year based. It actually played out exactly how I predicted it. Just in 2020 I believed that we would hit 100k, and we actually did not. So we hit 66 or something, or 68, and we came back down. I did predict that we go back to 20,000, that I did see coming. We did hit that one more time. If Bitcoin drops one more time with the new investments inside, with the bigger leaks actually, and the reserve currency being held by not only the US government, but actually about most of the countries around it, I don't believe that Bitcoin will ever drop below 100,000 anymore. If we do see Bitcoin below 100,000, it will be a bargain. It will be bought up instantly. It's just recognizing what money is and actually how it works, because all the rich people actually have debt, so they actually have debt. They actually don't use their own money. They actually just buy debt constantly, because real fiat money is just debt. It's just constantly the same over and over again. So they create it out of thin air. So this is actually the worst currency to be in. The only thing we just need it for, in my daily incomes, we still need it because people just still accept, in Belgium, just accept euros, or that's all. We don't accept bitcoins here yet, but some countries do already, and once you can see that the inflation is real and people actually understand what money is, they will definitely change. Yeah. Maybe today they got. Thanks. Smart advice. No, anytime. My opinion, Bitcoin is the new gold. Yeah, Arjun, same for me. I still believe that that will be. The only thing is, what is silver? That's still a little bit of a sideways question. I would prefer it would be Caspar, but I'm not sure it will be. It will depend on some things. So about 15 minutes, oh, we're actually 15 minutes already in, and we're still sideways ranging. Look at this. So be happy that we actually did not take another trade. Look, we're just sideways. Nothing's happening. So we are actually, they're building up liquidity. And this is a market you don't want to be in. After 15 minutes, up, down, up, down, up, down. So this needs to be patient now, until we have a nice breach outside with a nice big 5-minute close. You should not be in this market, so you should not be touching it anymore. London took out the lows and it immediately came back down. So it took out the low, it took out a bit of liquidity on the upside, and now it's sitting here. We have 3 candles inside each other. So if we watch it differently, you can see we're actually inside candles trading. So this is a chopped market. We do not touch chopped markets. That's the worst place to ever be in. So this is the last good trading environment you can ever be inside. So you never want to be in this kind of movement, because none of the for value gaps actually hold value. So we came up, we took liquidity, we came back down, we are inside of our value gap, and we probably will go out one more time and then chop around a bit more. So this is actually due to the news. So if we see news this often and we see us going this movement, stay off of it. So if the market does not give us any nice movement in the next 5 to 7 minutes, I'll call it a day. It's no use to sit watching here and see the market just chopped around. We can just be better than off to come back Mondays and then take a new trade when the market or maybe cooled down and the news has been over and we actually have again that momentum that we actually want to see. Oh, while we're at here, so we just let me take a look how good USDT is doing. So,
yes,
this is coming back
it's
up.
bad.
Yeah, this is not look. So, like I said, I wanted to see this close lower, and I'll back up high. So, if we close above that high again, we will go to this high. So, I am definitely risking off that. I said it before. If we close a candle above this high, I'm reducing. So I am taking all the smaller altcoins, I'm getting out of them. Just the reason why is it can drop another 5% then. So I don't want to be part of the next 5% giving back to the market what I already made. Then it's better to just stay into Bitcoin. Even ETH dropped about, well, not that much actually. But if we do not stay at this point, the next area of viewing point would actually be here. So that would be our next target. So that's around 3,800. That's more than $1,000 profit. So if you go back up, that's a 33%. So yeah, that's a nice movement up, of course. Same for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is now at my lowest target. Actually, I wanted to see. So just watch, if you want to see how markets move, just watch at Bitcoin dominance. So this was actually my last target. After this target, if we do fall below this wick now, our next target will be here. That would be around 54%. But we actually dropped already a huge amount. So Bitcoin dropped 12% of dominance. So previous run, it actually dropped about 30%, so 28%, 19 to 28% would be actually the target. So that would be actually around here. If we see the same drop movement as last, that means that we should end around 45%. If we see that happening, yeah, then we have actually that altcoin huge run movement up. I do believe it's still coming, but I think it's more for November, October, November, something like that. I do want to be out of the coins by November, and begin November, end of October, I'll probably sell off 99% of my coins, just holding onto Bitcoins and putting the most of it into gold. Probably not stable coins though either, just into metals or something like that. You also have them in crypto, so you don't need to change your hands off. And hold most of them into Bitcoin itself, so this will be still the one that has most value, most appreciated, plus it's the longest one around already. So, and do know, if you don't have no idea how many coins there are only 21 million coins, so that's actually not a lot. If you know we're with 8, how many people are in the world? 8 billion. So if everybody wants a piece of that 21 million, that's So if you know, just the Nasdaq, so there is how much? 37 trillion in Nasdaq. Do you know we only had 4 trillion in crypto? So can you imagine that the 37 trillion into Nasdaq immediately goes into crypto? That's so 37 divided by 4. That's a 9x for everything. So that's 9 times the amount of volume of money that goes into into crypto. So if everything tokenizes, that means that everything goes into NFTs, and this is already happening. So I'm not telling something that's not happening at this point. So buildings or houses are already being tokenized, so you don't need any government to sell your house anymore. It's actually put onto an NFT, and you can actually sell it on a smart contract for people, and you can also rent it out, so they actually have to pay rent through crypto based, and so you get paid directly. And this is the way that we're actually gonna transaction into it. So if you are doing this and everything goes into tokenizing, can you imagine how much money there really is in the world? So money supply in the world, let me just take a look. So there's 129 trillion in the world on December 23, so we didn't even see the rest. So 2025, can we have 2024? So there's 129 trillion in the world. So can you imagine that this money goes straight into crypto? So we're on 4 trillion, so that's 100x everything. So that's 100,000 x 100 for a Bitcoin. So that's that's a million, right? No, that's 10 million. Yeah. So would be around that area that I believe that Bitcoin will how strange. Stop moving a lot. So we're here in the last 28 minutes, and actually the market did not even move anything up nor down. So I believe we will just be sitting around here doing nothing anyways. So I'll call it today in about 2 minutes. I don't believe we have any big movements. Look at these 15 minutes. They have been sideways 1, 2, 3, 4 now, and still at the same point. So I'm happy that we took a trade. We did what you have to do. We took a nice movement up. The movement was there. It just stopped and just started chopping around. So the market decided we need more liquidity until it actually wants to show us its hand where it wants to go to. Anthony, thank you first of all for being here. I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you, John, for the invitation and for the knowledge. Much.
Yeah, like I said, the market, if it doesn't want to show you what it wants to do, it's better to stay off of it. The movement was there, we came in with a value gap, and it showed us that it wanted to go higher, and actually it stopped. So I will call it today for today. I will not take another trade. It's no need for it anyways. So anybody that wants to trade London any further, I would definitely wait until we have a nice significant movement out of one of these areas, until we actually see where the market wants to go to. It's no point in trading this. So I wish you all a great session in London. I'll be back this afternoon, of course, with the last session of this week, and that we start back on Monday, of course. See you all. Have a nice one.
Thank you.